must have hit it already. Sneaky, sneaky. Scorpio for October 2022. Oh my gosh, how y'all doing? It's not unlike a Scorpio to know where to hide and how to sneak up on somebody out of the dark. Well, you guys do rule, like, Halloween, right? And, like, you rule the trick-or-treat part of Halloween, but you also rule the, like, ancient, historical, deep roots of Halloween. The blood and the guts and the gore and all the spookiness, the macabre, that all comes from you. Sharp objects, danger, the psychology of the darkness of the mind, all those things are very much your thing. And everyone kind of says Scorpios, I mean, they give you a bad rap. I mean, it's kind of hard not to, like, feel like people give you a bad rap when you're kind of always looked to as, like, the malefic kind of house of the zodiac, or the intense. I'll say intense. But, you know, I have Pluto in Scorpio, like, you know, a lot of my generation does. But I always wanted more things in Scorpio. I'm super happy that my 8th house is Taurus. And that I can share my love for all things, like, and the things I value are very much Scorpionic in a lot of ways. Being a Libra rising also, that would be the 8th house, you know, so Taurus. So it's something I value. And I didn't always know this, that I valued this in other people, like the intensity and the intimate. There's something intimate about Scorpio women, especially when I work with them. I feel like every time I've worked in an environment with other Scorpio women, they're the first women who either I really vibe with, but they're not about it yet. And I think that the stinger comes out first, right? But I just know they're gonna like me down the road, and that I love them. And I've had some really good friends who have been Scorpios that have been women. It's always starts off a little rocky. Ooh. But it always ends up, like, pretty cool. I really like them. One of my favorite people in the world, since I've known since childhood, was a Scorpio. And she used to be my lunch mother at school. I was friends with her kids. And still am. It's been a long time since I've seen everybody. Yeah. Anyway. Scorpios. We're going to do your Lenormand Grand Tableau reading. I've been shuffling for a while, so I'm just going to get going. And first card up, the Clover. Snake. Oh, the fishes. Okay. Ta-da! All right. I drop them all the time, so. The lady. Ooh, she's a fighter. I hear a kitten. You sleeping in there? Little baby. Oh, interesting. All right, guys. We got in there. Alright. Almost. Close. You're kidding me. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. I have to look up what that means. That's pretty insane. Okay. You had the key card laying in the key spot, the key house, and you had the anchor card laying in the anchor house. So, okay. Let's get going. I don't need a pointer. What I do need is to get up a little higher. All right, so I'm sorry if there's a glare. Bear with me. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to take in what I'm seeing. Either luck that is visiting, financial changes, or financial endings. Because the ring lands in the clover house, I'm not feeling like this mouse here that lands in the ring house is necessarily a bad thing. I'm kind of feeling a lot of romance in this spread. And I think that the mouse has to do with the taking down or resizing or taking away something, because it's about taking away. Resizing a ring, perhaps. Or a lessening of commitments. So maybe or like stealing a contract is also something that it could mean, because I do have the letter right here. But the letter seems to be helping. There seems to be some kind of documentation or news that is helping. An ending, a happy ending as well. So I see there's a happy ending. Okay. An ending that is beautiful, an ending that is happy. Something ends beautifully. Some kind of fortunate commitment or contract or promise, or some luck is promised. Oh, sorry, my ankle. It's been hurting. I heard it a couple weeks ago, or not even a week ago. Feels like longer. Whatever troubles, deceitful, challenging, is being cleared up. So there could have been some toxicity or lies that were being cleared up within this contract, or sneakiness. There's some kind of quiet moving away also. snake is really like, kind of like, it can be a charming thing as well. So the charming movements, or slick movements as well. And the fox really has like the slick movements thing too, but I don't know. I think it's more of a mechanism of movement. So, and also the snake can literally mean a knot because it coils up. So it's toughy. Promise of, commitment of, good news, fortunate news comes in about a commitment that's fortunate, or a promise that's fortunate. There's toxicity is moving away, or is there some kind of, the other woman is leaving. She's moving far away or traveling. Some cleaning up or some kind of routine maintenance of the house. Something that happens over and over again in the house. There might be some confusion with health. This could have to do with smoking as well. There's something fortunate, good news, because somebody has promised to do something good for themselves, or is having some luck with something. And I can see this being like toxicity that happens over and over again, and there's smoke here. So these three could be smoking, quitting smoking, which I need to do. It's the start. A start that's maybe you can't see your way through, you don't know how you're gonna do it, it's troubling, it's tough. But there's progression with the snake, and the snake is moving away. So we're progressing, we're moving away, moving towards what we wanted to do. There's some upgrade or progression here. And there's a lot of endings, or there's an abundance of endings. So maybe at home, we're having to clean up something. We're doing some kind of maintenance. Because also the broom and the whip and the broom are right next to the clouds. And every time I see that, I feel like there's an actual cleaning going on. There's like more of a physical representation of toxicity being, removed. Also, something toxic is being cleaned up. Maybe it's pollution as well. So there's something lucky. There could be good news regarding some kind of promise to it could be also in regards to a commitment to cleaning up your own, start progressing with finances. So like cleaning up any toxic behaviors. Also, the snake being in the ship house can talk about commerce. So any toxic business deals or contracts, any toxic merchants issues, any type of mercantile issues. Like, so if you're shopping, the ship can be shopping, I think, in that context. Just your business moves, or the snake is, maybe I'm confusing it with like the zodiac, the snake, but it's charming. It's also pretty savvy with finances. I feel like whatever is, there could be, it's a start of an upgrade in finances. And the upgrade, Could have to do with a woman with brown hair and glasses, making some financial upgrades in her life, or steps financially that are very beneficial for her because she's ending certain things. There's finances flowing in. It could be the end of, because it's just sandwiched in between like lucky, good news, and finances that are at an end, or there also could be some kind of fortunate contract or good news about a contract having to do with some kind of plumbing in your house as well, and that you've had somebody kind of come in and clean up the problem. Also, it could be just specifically talking about quitting smoking, or some kind of toxic habit for yourself that ends up starting to like show you progress with your finances because you stopped doing it. So what I'm reading for this is like it's the end of being alone for somebody. And this somebody could be the lady if you feel like that's your card in here. So here's the gentleman, here's the lady. So you're gonna pick which one best represents you. The lady seems to be having a pretty nice future. I feel like because the sun is next to the cross, it's not going to be so challenging as it would be if it wasn't. But there's love here. So there's singularity. There's an ending to being solo, or an ending to some kind of organization of some kind. So organization and cleaning also, for some reason, come into play. But there's a woman here who's found love, it seems, in the future, or she'll be communicating that she's in love. She's starting to know what she loves. She might know her passion in life as well, because she's cleaned up some toxic stuff. Also, the snake in the ship house is very seductive. It's like moving seductive. She may be very sexually seductress nature. She also may be kind of sassy or argumentative. She's passionate about maybe learning or going to school. She might have a love that's a secret. She's stubborn. Yeah, especially with other people. She might be seen as bigger than other people as well, because she's the mountain, whether she's voluptuous or she's just a taller stature, because I have the mountain and the tower there. I'm thinking of the height of things. She's beautiful. Long legs. She may write some kind of self-help. She loves to write. She's loyal to writing, so she might have a diary that she keeps. Or she's starting to keep. The love of communication. Yeah. Also, the birds can be a couple, so she might love her parents. She has, like, either a couple loves her very much, or... But she might be pretty argumentative, so... I don't know where that's coming in, but... Her mother... Progress with a mother in the family. She might come from a difficult family as well. When she meets people, it might pose. A mother writes a letter. There's a message from a mother, and it's about some challenges of the family. There's something beautiful about the message, though. It's a gift. There's a gift. This has to do with like a baby as well, because the mother is in the stork house and the stork is next to the child. So there could be news of something. A mother could be messaging her daughter about, or her daughter could be talking to her in a message about an obstacle with having a family. So she might have actually gotten some help with that, and her dreams are now being manifested, so she's able to have children now. Or her dream come true is to have a child, her dream to have a family. The start of something growing as well. You can't see what's starting, and it's in the child's card, so be a child that you can't see growing because it's in the stomach, you know, it's in the womb. This woman's growing. A family that's at a distance as well. So there could be like some message that a woman is writing to her, you know, her mother about having had a baby. Or about, like, her plans to have a baby. Secret knowledge that starts. So realizing that the status is positive. So yes, there's a lot having to do with pregnancy or finding out that somebody's pregnant. Dreams that are being taken. Or connecting. So it's funny when the stars falls in the mouse house, because I feel like the stars are about expanding outward and the mouse is about taking away. So it's like polar opposites. So you might have some kind of expanding in one area, but it's taking away something troubling in another. So it could just be about like, you know, it's been draining trying to make this dream come true, and now that it's come true, it's like there's like this teeter-totter effect of, you know, push and pull. There is some kind of challenge with telling other people or the public, an inability to see, because they're unable to see the growth. Somebody has been keeping this secret as well. This woman's loving a secret or having a secret. The secret's a burden as well, so she's trying to keep it secret, but there's some kind of realization of a status. And this very well has to do with having a baby, because I have the stork and the sun are close together here. Positivity that is deceitful. So our progression, like an advance, there's an upgrade that's being kind of, there's been something kept from you about an upgrade. Mother communicates messages about some kind of, it's like a beautiful thing. I don't know. Somebody could literally be talking about like getting married, and there's like a planning of where the flowers are going to be, where they're going to have it. This could be a giddiness in love from a visit from somebody. It's like, yeah, being alone is over, quickly ends, because somebody comes in with a message. This could literally be the mail, because it's the rider in the house of the letter. And the letter here is faithful. So it's like news you can trust. This also could be an authority of news about some kind of this could have to do with like something to do with the blocking of confusion or challenges with, you know, muddled health information, or some kind of growing confusion in terms of public choice with something. I'm getting a Pisces here as well. I have the cross card and the fish knighting each other. To me, that's definitely Pisces. The sun and the moon next to each other. I feel like it's like night and day kind of situation where there's a realization of what's important. And there's some fame here. So the end of being alone for this woman, kind of a passion, or the end of working at an organization as well. It could have been draining to be at this organization or work at this place. And so she might be, the good news is that she's given her resignation. She's kind of nervous about that, but she's happy with where she's loving what she did. Also, this is the path of the woman. So something about a house as well. Like she might be choosing to leave the city and buy a house in the country because she's pregnant. She might be leaving the city because she has a baby. Or there's a start of something. Maybe a start to a spiritual practice, meeting up at a location. This child could also be having a first communion party. Some kind of learning, school, some kind of religious learning. So you could be meeting up at somebody's house or a place or a location to learn how about religion. So could be catechism. It could be, I forget what it's called, but you know, when kids make their bar mitzvah, I'm sure they have to go through and learn, learn about the ways. I feel like that's what this is talking about for some reason. Somebody might be having somebody in their family making their first communion or having their quinceañera or their bar mitzvah or something. Some business could lose their face of their company or lose a contract because the face of their company ends up going somewhere else, or the loss of a contract, the face of a company, loss of some gift or talent, a loss of talent. So some company could be losing a talented member because of a contract issue, or some fine details within a contract about being the face of, this would be the fine details of dealing with the fine details of like a contract, being the face of a company. This is also a love for communication or passionate communication. The inability to see the growth potential in something. So somebody could have ended their contract because they were unable to see the growth potential in something. There's a talent and a very beautiful, so this could be the beauty industry, this could be fashion modeling, career of the man is involved with the woman, so she may work with him. The woman is constantly doing something over and over and over again with a needle. So this could be sewing, this could be fashion. So this is also, so I'm thinking that this is more of a fashion thing right here, because the scythe falls in the house of the book. So there is some kind of cutting or sewing, something sharp object that is happening fast. There's a lot of it going on, it's repetitive. And there's some learning here, or there's some knowledge here. So somebody knows how to do something. And an ending that's beautiful. So this could be sexy movements. This could be literally talking about fashion, like a fashion, like a runway fashion type scenario. It might have been really challenging to have a family, or there could be a lot of it was challenging to have a family. So there was some type of difficulty with the growth potential of it. But things are starting to, because of something with the health, having to clear up something with the health has made it easier to have children. The start of what you can't see is that there's progress. So quitting smoking might actually help you have a baby or be able to conceive. A lot of stardom, a lot of stars. Stardom that is dreams that are being taken away. Maybe because you're having a baby, you're used to be involved in this industry, and now you're feeling like you have to, you know, settle down, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just a big change, you know, and the coffin talks about big changes. A change that's beautiful, you know, or changing beauty as well. There could be, the loss of a contract because you're pregnant, and you know how the industry is sometimes, and it's not right, it's not fair, but you decide like, hey, you know, I'm gonna take my monies, and I'm gonna get a little financial changes as well. So I'm just gonna take whatever monies I got, and I'm gonna get a house. Secret, or knowing that you're having a child, realizing that you're a mother, okay? You might do your career from home with the lilies in the house. I mean, you got a sewing machine at home, right? If you're a fashion designer, I'm sure you do. Probably start doing everything at home. Take it all home with you. This woman is very knowledgeable about her career. Like she knows, or she knows this man from her career as well. What does she know about the man? He's got a good reputation. Yeah, so let me keep going. I knew we're getting close, but we're not there yet. All right, so there is some sort of I think that there's something to do here now. Constantly hitting the door. Constantly hitting the door. Okay, so these are your advice cards, right? So the key is in the key house. This is the big answer. Like, it's pretty straightforward is what I'm thinking. Like, the key to some kind of communications, or the answer is that you're nervous about finances, but there's a long-term communication that is here to stay. Like, this is communication that stays. So keeping in touch. So you're keeping in touch or keeping up, keeping things stable in terms of your communication. The fox learning. This is a side job and a hustle, especially next to each other. There are different variations of like what so there's like the German way of doing it, the French way of doing it, the sometimes the side job is like the moon. Sometimes it's the fox. And sometimes, I forget what the other card was. But anyway, so there's different kinds of combos and depending on what system you kind of most go with. I'm going to say that there's almost a merging of the career and the side job. So instead of a career, it's a job, you know. You might take a job instead of being a career woman for the time being because you're going through some changes. Or starting some new aspect in life. Stick to what you know. What you know is a burden. What you know is knowledge is sacrifice. Now there's a sacrifice involved. Where's this cross? Yeah, it's in the same house. They landed in the same house. There is definitely some sort of it's making me frustrated because I know it's talking about something to do with career and side job, and the fact that it's a secret or knowledge of can be knowledge of spiritual stuff. It could. So I'm thinking it's wisdom, though. So wisdom of some sort of what it means to sacrifice something. So you might be sacrificing something because you're going through some changes and you need to do that sacrifice for the path that you're moving down. The path of the woman movement that is good, that is successful. Business that is successful. The man that's very well known. What is he well known for? He's a star. What kind of stardom is it? He starts the start of the clouds, the start of growing. He grows some kind of, I mean, a peaceful home as well. So there could be a home move, and you might be moving in with this man because you found out that you're going through some big changes in life, whether that be with having a baby, it could be his baby, realization of being, there's some realization of something important, and having a peaceful home is important, and this man's status somehow comes into play, where he is either famous or well loved by many, or, you know, he's just there's a lot of good vibes that people feel for him, and he's popular, he has a lot of friends. People see him as somebody that's admirable. Plus anything you can't see at night is revealed during the day, so there's things coming out about this friend, maybe. That the friend, this friend is in love. This friend could be a burden of the job. These two might work together. They might have some kind of sexual escapades together. They may get pregnant, and then they may decide, if it is a beauty industry and she's a model or some kind of very heavily involved in something where she couldn't necessarily be pregnant for a long time or be pregnant on the job. I don't understand why, but sometimes this happens, unfortunately. This woman would, yes, some kind of engagement that's lucky, or commitment that's lucky, or small or unseen. This woman has many of them, or she's kind of arguing about some kind of difficult or block to the public, or there's like meeting at a distance. There's some kind of far away, like, it could be a camping trip because of the way that these cards all fall. A block to the social life. And why is it being blocked? Because there's some kind of secret, new secret about a child that she's confused. A child that is confused or unable to be seen. The cat. She's so cute. Okay, so knowledge of homes that's successful as well. So knowing how to start a successful management of a home, a career. So somebody knows how to start very successfully start an at-home business. That's what I'm getting with this. Doing a career from home. Confirmation knock. A friend might be helping with this struggle because it's challenging. Yeah, to start your own business. It's challenging to be your own boss. Sometimes you need a little help along the way, you know? The woman's future, she seems to be very passionate about whatever she's learning, or she's very passionate about keeping something a secret. And this secret might be a super huge burden because at some point she knows that this burden is going to be realized by the public, that there will be some sort of fullness to of realization to this whatever secret she's keeping. And it might be that she's gotten married, it might be that she's pregnant, it might be that she's, I don't know. Yeah, if there's any camping in the woods, hiking, camping, you might decide to stay a little bit longer for some reason, if it's more of a literal interpretation. A manager's sending a formal letter. A boss gives you a letter of, what is a letter of? I don't know. I don't like the snake and the ship house, but the ship here is exposed. Some kind of moves that were exposed. So deceitful moves. This man could also be a lawyer. You could get a lawyer because some kind of work thing goes sour, or somebody you know could get a lawyer because some work situation goes sour and they end up becoming lovers for some reason. I'm feeling like that's also... They're both facing in the same direction as each other. What's between them? Challenges of the public. A choice of the woman. Whatever kind of knowledge that's realized or learning that's successful in the home. So there could be school going on at home. That looks pretty good. It's peaceful. You can learn more. Yeah, so you might move in with this man, or someone you know might move in with this man and be going to school from home, or they could be having a baby. Or pretend having a baby. I don't know. The cut in the painful secret. Some kind of pain that is secret. The answer to a challenge or difficulty is to stay. Stay with the job that's burdening you at this time, or stay home and have an internet job where people can see you. Internet fame is also here. There's security with that, security at home. And this is very much all about career. So the key is communicating within the career sector about how you want to do things. Just let them know what works best for you, I guess, if you're still keeping in touch with your previous boss. Also, moving up a winding road on a mountainside where you can't see anything is mentioned in public, or like an outdoors thing for some reason. So you might be going somewhere where it's like way out in the woods or way up in the mountains, or it's very peaceful. Yeah, Sophia, I'm almost done. Just give me 1 second, please. You might be flying to meet family. Meet up with family that you haven't seen in a really long time. Fortunate, good news, lucky news. Finances that are changing. There's an ending that's financially abundant. So this could be about taking away a promise and a painful secret as well, and the man's status. Some kind of fortunate ending, a lucky ending, a happy ending. I know that the sun usually means happy, but this could also be like a happily ever after kind of thing. There's some kind of mothering importance, important details. So lucky endings, important details, an ending to something that's this could be end of arguments or the end of an enemy as well. For me, it looks like more of end of sorry guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to keep going because I want to keep giving you all the messages I can. So, there's something fortunate about something that's being taken away, or the details of something. So there's a fortunate ending and important details that are being figured in. A fortunate change. A promise to stay single, a promise to an organization that's news you can trust. So this could be like some kind of news organization, some kind of authority on news as well is involved. So, and there's a cut, there's some painful secret that comes out within that. Or some kind of secret that comes out fast. Some secret is leaked, maybe. There is some sort of deceit of the woman, or maybe she's another woman. Somebody has another woman, or this could have to do with fake business deals, deceitful business deals of this woman that have happened over and over again on the work sector. element of the organization, or some gifts of the organization itself. It's a beauty organization that is quick. There's something fast about this. It may have to do with the beauty. So this could be anything from a news report about some plastic surgery going wrong for somebody who's well known. This could be some kind of news report about some kind of toxic things that are being cleared up within the beauty sector, like getting rid of toxic materials and beauty products. Some kind of deceitful actions of a woman in business that are being reported on the news. This woman might have had, or she might have been the other woman. This could be some kind of sex scandal thing. There's some kind of male here as well. Not like a male, like a man, like a visitor that brings news. Yeah, lying. Lying of the woman. A gift that is, or a talent that is I don't know why that would be there though, because the snake, some kind of sexy movements of the woman, a beautiful gift of some kind, a visit that is the answer. So this could be talking about the woman getting pregnant after having trouble. Some kind of love that's like arguments with the family, or about having a family. The love of a couple. There could be a lot of passion in this relationship. This also could be moves with another woman. The unforeseen engagement of another woman. An argument over such things. Because of the confusion about a child and progress or moves a trip for finances. Jealousy in love as well. Someone could be jealous of your family. That's a little toxic. Toxicity in love. Love of the family. Or a love for something growing, or passion for something growing bigger. family's home is peaceful. So your lover might be upset that you went and decided to move in with your family. For some reason. At home, you'll be peaceful, happy. Happy mom knows she's having a baby. Sacrificing the job. Or sacrificing anything that's been kind of underhanded or sneaky. Progress with the public, or progress, inability to see that this meeting would happen, or this not being able to see that there was going to be progress made, and you some woman is jealous of somebody's good news. Arguments about love. Someone being jealous and arguing about that. Arguments in love. Challenges with peace. Challenges with career. The career of the man. I guess there's an argument having to do with love, and there's like some kind of agreement or meeting up that is stopped. There's a blocking or a block to meeting up, because maybe you stop meeting up with somebody because you have an argument. Be truthful in your communication. There's some kind of honesty, or, you know, yeah. So, a block to honest communication. There could be a fight over honesty within the fact that somebody's more of a career man and they're nervous about finances. Could be about finances. Something muddled, something secretive, something mysterious as well, is growing. It might be talking about the secret about having a family. Yeah, the health, something about the health that you can't see. The secret of having a family, a child, knowing you're having a child, the path of a woman. It's her choice. There's another road opening up for her. She's at a crossroads in her life with her career. The beginning of being confused about what your spiritual purpose is, or what your the new burden that is kind of public decision. Or meeting up at the house. Or children learning spiritual information or studying spirituality at the house. Teaching catechism. You might teach catechism from home. The love of the Bible as well, because I see the book of the spirituality. This could be a meaning of the Bible. Ooh. Progress that is super happy and brings great success, stardom, connections, the internet. A dream that is expansion that makes you nervous, or the expansion that makes you might get a little sick if you're pregnant. That's also the mouse. So movements that are being lightened up. There's some kind of movement that is, or some kind of business, commerce, something that is successful. So there's success in upgrades of both like personal and could have something to do with a planetary aspect as well, because we have the sun and the stars and the ship after it. So the movement of some kind of planetary, there's positivity that comes from that. And whatever positivity is, like, whatever thing, like, negative thing happened, if you can't make it there by car for whatever reason, you're going to get there by plane, you know? It's just, that's the way this reading is. It's very, very cool like that. So now, finances that are very, like, there's an abundance of fame, or there's a ton of recognition for something, and the help of the man, and maybe this friend, this helper, is a star. He's like famous of some kind. So somebody famous may help somebody out with finances, or you might hear about somebody famous having a baby as well. Yeah, somebody might press release that they're having a baby in the public. Investigating is a burden. This also could be paparazzi, because the investigatory sneaky card, the fox with the burden card, and the burden over here is the fox. And this is also, I see it, camera flashing here. Tower, organization of some kind of magazine, authority of the news. So there's some paparazzi thing here as well. Overall, I see there are fortunate, good news coming in that you might not have known about. Could be lucky. It could have to do with finances. If whatever changes in finances that are going on could be lucky. Usually there's a lot of money involved when it comes to the clover and the fish. Being close to another or sandwiching in up there. I do see that there'll be some sort of something annoying or draining, or some commitment that is draining. And it could have to do with a man that is well known or popular, or the moon is like admonition, it's talents, is being admired for our talents. And because the moon card also has the stars underneath, so it could be like a well-known connection of yours could be draining you at this time, or a commitment to this person might be draining you at this time for whatever reason. It might have to do with something at the home as well. And you're just wanting peace at the home. This could be a roommate situation. This could be a lover. This could be family. I don't know what it is exactly, but we're going on 1 hour and 30 minutes. So I will just say that this reading was really cool. I hope you had a good one. October. Hope you had a good October. And that it was a very happy Halloween for you, Scorpio. This is your time of year, so happy birthday. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope to do it again next month. Bye.